Hello guys, welcome to the Purple Guinea Art Studio. My name is Sherry and I'm your art encourager. I'm so glad to be with you guys. We're going to do a little something different today and it's by request, so I want you to always keep in mind no paint left on the palette. You can always do something fun with that. And as you know, I've had no personal or professional training. This is what it is, and it's all from the heart, and it's all by trial and error. I just want to encourage the inner artist in you because you know you all have one. I teach classes, and one of my students has began lately to choose her own. She's a young student, and she's began to choose her own paint colors, which is fine, and we've always done that, but now she wants to put the paint colors herself on her palette. So it's very difficult for her to know how much is too much. So I am going to be using her paint that she's left on the palette. Look at that. Just bless it, bless it. I have used that and I have created this, which looks like a hot mess, but we are going to paint something that's not there. We're going to paint out everything that is not what we think it's going to be. Now, I have over my shoulder right here is one that I did a while back, and I saw flowers in a vase, and I have done a rabbit, and I've seen one of a rabbit in a field of flowers. But I was looking at this. Let me move you guys now closer in. I was looking at this, and I thought, what do I see there? Well, my first thought was, of course, flowers, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do flowers again. I think I see a bowl of fruit. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint out anything that does not look like a bowl of fruit. And I'm going to mix some, what color? I think I'm going to use some of her. Now, we've got all kinds of colors mixed in colors. I'm going to get a little of this, has some teal and pink in it, and I'm going to mix some white with it. I allow white to be nearby. And I'm using a number 12 brush, a round brush, which I'm not loving that. Let me just go ahead and get rid of that right now because I'm not going to love using that. Let me use this number 10, and it will be one of those that are slanted. So I'm going to dip that in my water a little bit, and I'm wiping off that paint from the other brush, and then I'm rinsing it because that's so much better. So now you can, at this point, you can sketch off with chalk if you'd like to, but I'm just going to jump right in because, you know, it's only paint. So let's see, what do I see? I see this is a banana right here. So I'm just going to kind of paint around that banana where it's going. My bowl is going to be Wacky Doodle. This is part of my bowl, okay? And guys, I'm doing this. This is all raw with you guys, and I'm painting out the shape of that bowl because this lighter color is going to be my background. Let's see what. Now I've got my banana there, and okay, this could be an apple right here, but I need to bring that bowl shape on down somehow. Let's see, get my bowl in there. This is so much fun, and it's really a it's like a reverse of everything that you've thought of before, you know, as far as an art project. So, okay, there's my little bowl. Okay, now I'm going to wipe this, and I'm going to keep on. I'm going to dab in. She has some light, yellow here. Let me go ahead and make that. Put those lay that banana in, and I can use part of that yellow that's already there. And there's, see, it's a little bit of yellow already there because of just the smear of color. And then she's got a little green up there for that banana. The end of that banana, is it called a stem? I'll get a little blue and mix with some of this bronze she has on here. And believe it or not, blue and bronze makes kind of a brown. Look at there. And I'm going to top that banana off. So there's my banana. Okay, well, that's shaping up already. And I'll go ahead and put in just a little shading on that edge. Now, I think this looks kind of like an apple. let's do that. I'm going to get in my red. She's got some deep red here and some of that beautiful vermilion red. So I'm going to lay an apple. This is going to be and it looks like it's kind of tilted that way because there's the back of the apple. So there's my apple. Oh, isn't this fun, guys? I'm having a good time. I hope you are too. Oh, guys, you know, it doesn't take much to give me a fun time. I hope you can do the same. It is like I've mentioned before, I met a lady up here who is very precious. I believe her name is Barbara. Shout out to Barbara if she's watching. And she told me I met her in one of my favorite places altogether now, thrift store. And she said, people see my glory, but they don't know my story. So when you see my glory, don't be too harsh thinking that Sherry doesn't ever have to go through anything because you don't know my story. Those of you that know my story, you know my glory. The reason I have the glory. Okay. Jesus loves me, this I know. Okay, this looks like another apple over here. See the little bit of yellow on the top? And I'm using colors, guys, off of this palette and I think oh my goodness, while I was thinking about what to do with you guys today, I thought the next week when she comes, I'm going to have her paint a Cuckoo Crazy palette for me, and then I will paint that and then the following week when she comes, she can paint something like this. I think she'd really like it. She would really get a kick out of that. Okay, so I'm laying in some blue just here and there on these so-called apples to give them a little bit of shape. Can you see it shaping up? What would Picasso think? Okay, let's see what this might be a pear right here. That, could that be a lemon? Maybe so. But I think I'll do this another apple up here. This fruit bowl is going to be loaded out. And this, you know, we were talking last week about being loose. This is a good loose, about painting loose. This is a good loose lesson. Good loose, I guess you could call it an exercise. I'm going to put a little darkness in the center of that apple because these have a little darkness. There's a little darkness in that one. Okay, so now let me take a look. What in the world can this be? That might be a lemon tucked in there. Or maybe it's another pear right next to that pear. I don't know. Let me wipe this brush off. I'm not rinsing. I'm just wiping it off because we're going with the flow. Okay, I'm going to mix a little yellow with this bright green that she has going on. And I'm going to bring this pear to life up here. Or try to. Let's see. I couldn't do a live today. I'm having to post this because I didn't have but one bar out here. So I didn't want to get started, guys, and something happen. I'm mixing a little of that white, but I do miss the interaction with you. So please, you know, and please comment when you watch this, and I'll know when you've commented and what your opinion was, and also share it with your friends because, guys, I really want everyone just to pick up a brush. You know, ooh, mercy, that's a little dark. Okay, we'll have to go back and do something with that one. Okay, but that little pear, I'm even seeing a stem right there. You wipe some of that paint off again. Oh, I hit myself in the face with the brush. Guys, if I fall out, just don't worry. I'll be back when I come to. Okay. I'll have to wait until that dries to give that a little less shading on that pear. Okay, so now, let's see. There's a pear. What is this? Oh, we could do an orange. Hey, it's got orange on there. And there's orange on this palette. So here we go with an orange. Lay that orange in there. And it's only going to be a partial showing of this orange. So I'm dipping in the orange and I'm dipping in the yellow. This fruit bowl is piled high, I'm here to tell you. Keeping it loose. Now I'm going to get into that. And I still have a lot left on this palette. I could do a bajillion more. And right there, guys, see what just naturally happened right there? It's a little, it's where that little orange has its stem. I love it when something like that comes together. Okay, let's get some of that. I've got to get some. This may be a little tangerine, as small as it's turning out to be. Okay, so there's an orange. This is gonna, and this fruit boat is gonna be running over. Okay, let's get a little dark in that orange. Okay, and this brush, I'm just wiping it between. And this little exercise right here, you know, this gives you just a huge amount of not only pleasure, but it gives you a huge amount of confidence when you train yourself to see what is there and paint out what's not there. That's what the exercise is all about. And I'm just doing simple shapes, you know, just simple, very simple shapes to achieve this fruit basket. Okay, so what else do we have to do? Okay, let's see. Here's something right here. We've got a banana. We've got apples. I need to do something on the edge of that apple up there, don't I? That needs to, yeah, there we go. There's that apple. There's an apple. We need to do something right there on the edge of that apple. Still have not touched water in this brush, guys. And I'm adding highlights with whatever I've used before. Highs and lows. Okay, so now let's see, there's that banana probably needs a little more. I'm gonna mix a little more of that bronze with that blue to give a little darker stem area to that banana. And I'll put it, I need to make this brush real tiny. So I'm wiping it off and I'm making this edge real narrow, very narrow, and I am going to dip in and I'm going to put that little stem right there, and I probably will have to end up painting over that when I paint around it, but we will see. Okay, so this right here, I wish I had gone live now so you could say, make it of this, make it of that. Okay, so there's a banana. I guess I can do an orange right there too. We're kind of keeping 3 and 3. So we'll stick a little orange in there. And this orange will be darker because it is behind the light. That light is coming from this side. You know too, guys, that when I do things live on Facebook, you get a backwards view of what I'm doing because it flips things around, but this time you'll have a frontwards view. So look at that right there. It has made its own little stem thingy. Okay, so, ooh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. You know I don't like to do things in even numbers, but I can say there's 3 oranges, 3 apples, and those are, yeah, and that'll be uneven, so I'm good. And my friend that's like me is laughing, and she's saying, I understand. You know, God has placed her in my life. She gets it. She knows how I am with as far as not wanting to do anything. And one of my daughters is the same way. It's a sickness. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to get in some more of that yellow for that. We're almost done with this, guys. Okay, so I think I've got the fruit all laid in. Should have wiped that off, shouldn't I? That's a little glimmer on that apple. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm liking that. this is the fun of an abstract too. It is loose and it is so, oh my goodness, this is going great. Okay, so now we are going to take our color, which will be our background color, and I'm going to try to decide, ooh, do I have any white on there? What color for the bowl? Ooh. What about a greenish color? Oh, there's a prettier green. Let me get in that green and try that. Is that enough contrast? Let me see. No, I think we're going to have to do a white bowl. Okay, so I'm going to come over like this. This bowl, you know, would even be pretty in a dark. Let's try a dark blue. This bowl. Oh, and I hope it would be great. You know, I love to do things that have a drape around them. Some kind of fabric. I could do something like that too. Okay, so here's my bowl shape. And I'm going to say my friend Lori has made this bowl, and it's pottery. Shout out to my precious Lori, little Cinnabon. Okay, so there's the top of my bowl. Now I'm just going to start, and I'm just, you know, guys, I like to whisper sometimes with this color. So I'm leaving whatever I had on my brush, and this bowl is a beautiful pottery piece that Lori has made, and it's in my mind, and I hope she sees this afternoon, and she knows that it's a hug and a giggle with it. Okay, and I'm leaving some of these other colors peeking through. Yes. Guys, I'm still having such a good time. Okay, so I'm going to come around right here and darken the edge of that bowl. That rim. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I think I'm going to do a class in this. So if you are interested in taking this class, let me know, okay? Because I am ready. Okay, so there's our bowl. Oh, mercy, I'm loving it. Okay, so this down here, I'm going to be subtle. I'm going to put a little darkness right around the edge of this bowl because I'm incorporating this blob right here. As part, oh, can you tell how excited I am? Okay. Then I'm doing under there. Just a little bit. I'm going to get back in that light blue, that crazy. And there's even a little bit of purple, because I don't want to get rid of all these colors that's coming through here. That's part of the fun of it. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to leave it like that. And now I've got to address this background at the top. Well, this looks like a shadow, so I'm going to come on with that shadow and that purple, because what's ended up on my brush is kind of a purple. So now I'm shaping around that pear. The fun, too, of not washing your brush off. Oh, my goodness, that's a hoot. I just love that. Loving this. Okay, so there's my one side. Guys, I'm mixing it. I'm getting in my little... See, I still have all of this color. So I'm doing this. Oh, what's on the brush now? Let's see. How fun this is. Guys, you know, it's been a learning experience for me as well, because I like, most of the time I like to kind of know what I'm doing before I set out to do it, as far as picking up a paintbrush. You know, I'm a winger though, so this kind of thing is really fun for me, but I don't want you to be frightened. I want you to become a winger too. Okay. Hey, I'm going to hit this little side with a little glimmer of light. And you know what? Watch this. I'm dropping the brush. Guys, that was way too much fun for me. And that took 20 minutes. There's our bowl of fruit. Oh, I love it. I think I'll keep it. Guys, I so want you to paint. That was so much fun for me. It's only paint, but more importantly, guys, we are all just walking one another home. Let me know if you would like to take a class like this. I love you. Bye-bye.